So I saw the Crow remake. So if you're not familiar with the Crow story, it's basically based on a graphic novel of which took place, I think, in the late '80s. And the great thing about that, I think it's by the author named James O'Barr, and he was down on his luck, but he was like pushing forth. He really wanted to create a graphic novel, and he got it out there, and it became, a famous writer, comic book illustrator. And kudos to him. And so when I saw the movie a long time ago, it was like with Brandon Lee. It was really good. I mean, it started a whole new trend of other Crow films, and it was just like, this is fantastic. I loved it. I hope there was more to come. And this part two came out, and it was like, all right, and then part three, then other Crow films started coming out. And it's like, okay, enough's enough. So this one, I really just like was hoping for something different, something new, something unique, something, well, I'll give you the good first. The good is that Stellan Skarsgård is like, he's a really good actor. I mean, he's so good. He's got an immense presence. The presence about him is just fantastic. I really like, he poured his heart and soul into this physique to look good, to look the part, and a really good job. And there were scenes like the opera scene where opera scene where it takes place, and it's like, oh, okay, man, there's a lot of creativity went into this. And that's really about it. It's unfortunate. The love story, I couldn't get behind it because I didn't feel like it was much of a love story there. I mean, a good-looking couple, a great-looking couple, and it was okay there. But the rest of it was just like, I can't believe it. I mean, I've seen worse Crow films. I would say this would be, Brandon Lee, number one. I would say this would be number 3 or 4 as far as like the Crow films. Definitely wait to, DVD. Definitely wait for that. But if you happen to see other films besides this one, pick another film. This one's really good to kind of like, if you want to like sit down with some popcorn and enjoy yourself and it kind of like scroll through your phone while you're watching the film, this film is good for that, but not much more. It's, again, maybe I just had a little bit of high hopes for it. Maybe I had a little bit of too much high hopes, but it just didn't work for me. It really didn't. And I was disappointed. I was very, very disappointed. But, some people might like it. And if you really are into action films and you really are into Crow and Crow's your thing and you've been following Crow for a long time, I think you might consider it to be number 2, maybe 3 as far as the Crow films. But this wasn't for me. Let me know. What do you think?